Old Amigos, Migos, and Possible Amigos, my name is Tam316. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 205. It is Sunday, or maybe Saturday if you watch this a day early on Patreon. For those who don't know, Patrons have the option to watch these as well as the reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more, and you get your name in the video description as well. But regardless what day you're watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. It pisses me off knowing that we've been growing our hair out the same amount of time and I'm balder than stone cold. Well, I can give you some of mine if you want. It's Sunday, so once again we worship in the house of Noah. Oh, Jesus. Well, from good Christian channel to good cult channel. Is that a flight? Yeah, fuck you, flight. Did I miss it? I missed it. Never heard of my dad as the Prime Minister until now. What jumped out at me in the credits were the writers Ian Hillstup and Nick Newman, both write for various projects including Spitting Image, but you probably know Ian as the team captain opposite Paul Merton on Have I Got News For You. Really? That's right, huh? Very random show for him to write, huh? Although come to think of it, most of that show does involve politics, so I guess it makes sense. I guess just the act of him writing a kid's show seems weird. My dad's the Prime Minister is a never new one on me, and I can't find a full series anywhere. Yeah, like I said, it seems like the only one who remembered it was Rob. Like, there's that fucking flag. Ooh, did I get it? No, I think I missed it again. Son of a bitch. Well, No, I missed it. But it seems like the only one who remembered it was Rob, because, yeah, I looked for it. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm definitely the only person who's ever reacted to it. Wait, the cast for this Brass Eye episode includes Alexander Armstrong and Bill Bailey. I didn't spot either of them. You know, neither did I. I was surprised to see Bill Bailey too. I looked it up. Apparently it's a different Bill Bailey. Completely different Bill Bailey. Seeing Rodney argue with Granddad Frank, it's a crossover everyone's been waiting for. I did not put together at all that the guy from Goodnight Sweetheart is also the Granddad in Outnumbered, but that's pretty cool. Hugely looking forward to watching Goodnight Sweetheart. Just suggesting I wouldn't wait too long between each episode as long continuous story. Thanks for putting a huge smile on my face this morning. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I want to add it to the monthly schedule. I've already got so many Dailymotion monthly shows, though. Dailymotion and OneHub. I think I've got an idea, though, and you'll see what my idea is before the month ends. Just so you know, Rolf Harris was in an episode late into Goodnight Sweetheart. Oof, well, thank you for the heads up. I'll keep that in mind. I'm glad you're doing Goodnight Sweetheart. It's been a few years since I've seen it. You mentioned BX Kid doing it. I've been again following you both around the same time 2 years ago, but his are on Dailymotion, which my device doesn't like. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I had originally put episode 1 on Dailymotion because I saw that he had put the show on there, so I figured I could get it on there too. But then when I put the first episode on there for the Patreon, suddenly it was declared unavailable, even though the video was not deleted and I never got a notice that it was copyright claimed or anything. It just simply stopped working. So I just said, fuck it, whatever, and put it on OneHub. So I don't know what happened there, but I guess I'll just put it on OneHub going forward. Love Goodnight Sweetheart. By the way, the Beatles film you mentioned is called Yesterday. I worked on it. Might be Goodbye. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I remember the trailers about that. I never did end up seeing it. Might be something to do for the review channel. The Still Game cast hadn't seen the makeup on Edith yet, and Ford and Greg showed their genuine reaction with Edith's face. I thought the episode was sad, but genuinely lovely and cementing an ongoing friendship. Yeah, I mean, I think Jack and Victor's biggest character flaws can be that they are massive dicks to other people sometimes. That was you know, random people. That was shown in the most recent episode that I saw, but at the very least they care about their friends. Still Game's best sitcom from Scotland. How do you find keeping up with the accent slang? I keep up with it better and better the more I watch the show. Like I remember the first time I watched the show, like a minute and a half into it, I actually considered giving up because I'm like, oh fuck. Oh shit, but now I'm pretty good with it. The Still Game transitions are in a ton of episodes, which are normally more subtle, like the sound of Jack and Victor sitting down or singing about hurdy-gurdy or something. Okay, yeah, like I swear, maybe it's been a while since I've seen an earlier episode of the show, but I did not notice them transitions before, so it really threw me off. Great 3 days of Still Game. I'm so glad you're starting to do them in order. Yeah, about time, right? I think that's how I'll do it going forward, unless, of course, I get a request. If I get a request for certain episodes, then I might break for that, but unless I do that, then I'll probably just, going forward, do it in order. The newer Still Game stuff is just as good, just trickier to do on here. You know, I'm glad to see recently some defenders of the newer series, because before, I didn't really have much of any defenders of the newer series Still Game, but I've gotten more and more, it seems, recently, so that's cool to see, and definitely does maybe reopen me a bit more to doing it, because before, again, I'd gotten no defenders, so I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I won't do those new series, but now I'm definitely opening up more to it. But as far as trickier, yeah, because the newer series were produced a bit differently. So the copyright is different. So yeah, those newer series, once I end up doing them, will either be Dailymotion or OneHub. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. Comments in this video were pulled from the following videos. Reading Your Comments 204, released last week. American Reacts to My Dad's the Prime Minister, Brass Eye 5, Goodnight Sweetheart, and Still Games 24, 25, and 26. If you want a chance to get your comments read and the video released next week, the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, I don't know if I'll be pulling comments from the reaction video released yesterday because that was a re-upload. The reaction video released tomorrow, which, spoiler, has something to do with Peter Kay. The reaction video released Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the videos to comment on if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave it a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, I stream every single day. My second channel, First in Views, my Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my Dailymotion, all those things are in the video description down below, as well as my Twitch VODs channel and the community Reddit. Thank you to all my patrons who are currently named in the video description as well. For those of you that know, you can be Patreon me for those $1, £1. In addition to getting your name in there, you also get extra direction videos as well as reading your comments up to date early, sometimes more. With all that being said, though, my name is Taffer16. This has been episode 205 of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.